smoky whiskey tastings, magnificent hikes, and scenery which is so damn beautiful, heaven would be a letdown. Join us as we finally get a chance to explore the beauty and wonder that is the Isle of Skye. On today's adventure, we drove up the northeast peninsula of Skye as we explore the Trotternish Peninsula and our first stop at the famous beauty of the Old Man of Storr. Hey, so we lucked out in our last day in Skye. We have beautiful sunny weather, so we're finally doing the northern peninsula, and it's a great, beautiful day. Finally see mountains in the distance, and definitely going to give a workout to the drone today. Let's go check it out. We're at the Old Man of Storr, which is the first stop on our adventure on Skye. The Old Man of Storr is a 160-foot pinnacle rock formation. It's a group of looming outcrops that surround the Old Man. Storr being the definition from the Norse word for great man, at least according to legend. And let's face it, legend is at least as reliable as TMZ. The Old Man, which by the way is a little ageist, let's just call him Vintage. The Vintage Man was apparently a giant who lived on this peninsula. When he was laid to rest, it's said his thumb remained partially above ground. Personally, I think just burying everything but the thumb is cruel and unusual punishment. But hey, any story that involves a giant in a Westeros-like location north of the Wall is okay in my book. I don't see a thumb, just FYI. We explored the nearby regions, where my drone Frodo finally got a chance to get the workout he's been craving this whole trip. We continued our journey around the Trotternish Peninsula. I love saying that word. But even though the weather was better today, we found that there were no places open for lunch. Even though we do love traveling in the shoulder season, it's something to keep in mind. Also, despite us releasing hundreds of travel tips, we never used our own tips of packing snacks, and so we feasted on Scottish candy and potato chips. Not the best pairing for whiskey tasting, but when you're on the road, you get what you can. We explored the distillery to one of my favorite whiskeys, Talisker, home of the smoky whiskey. It's one of my favorites, and we brought back some great souvenirs to enjoy with friends and family. We sadly had to leave Skye the next day. We never usually stay at a place for only 2 days, and we wished it could have been longer. We wanted to get up early the next day and get a head start on our trip to Edinburgh. But whiskey got in the way.
What time is it?
It's 10:48, so it's time to try a little bit of whiskey, before we leave Skye.
Oh my god, are we gonna love it?
Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, give that a shot. Yeah. This is gonna be a PD smoky one. It's good, but it says it has fire kick at the end, and it does. Wow. I like it, but that kick, that's like a chili pepper of smoke. Not bad.
Torabhaig? Torabhaig?
Hey, so I'm going to mispronounce it, but we're at Torabhaig Distillery, and it's a great distillery. It's really cool, and it's close to when you first enter Skye, so I definitely consider trying it out. We didn't do the tour, but we did taste their whiskeys, and they're really good. And actually, if you're someone who doesn't like smoky whiskey or peated whiskey, they have a few that's really easygoing and that you might actually like. So I would definitely try this if you're more of a fan of other whiskeys, but you're on Skye and you want to try it out. Hey, we're at the Isle of Skye Candle Company, which is actually more than a candle company. There is a candle company. There's also a movie theater, a cinema, which shows first-run movies and also movies about Skye itself. And there's also a cafe, with really nice pizza place, and they have drinks and beer. Really fun stop, amazing views. Atmosphere, we'd give it a 4.5. Food, we'd give it a 3.5. Yum yums. Definitely try out Isle of Skye Candle Company on your way in to Portree. Hey, so we're finishing up our 3-day journey in the Isle of Skye. We really loved it here. It's stunningly beautiful, especially when the sun's out. It reminds us a lot of Iceland in the way it looks, and there's so much to explore. I think 3 days is really too short to do it, because when you have 3 days, you really only have 2 full days. And one of those days was raining, and though we love rainy weather and we totally had a great afternoon sipping whiskey by the fire at our hotel, we really didn't get to see a lot of the area. One other thing is things are closed down. It takes much longer to get to places, and there's not a lot that's open in terms of restaurants. So I think next time when we come, we'd still come off season, but maybe more earlier in the shoulder, like October or April or something like that. And we would try to do maybe five days or something. This was a little too short, but again, we've been talking about coming to Skye for years, over 5 years now, and so the fact that we got a chance to see it is really great, and it's really beautiful, and I'm looking forward to the drive to Edinburgh, because it's a stunningly beautiful day. It's not raining, so hopefully we'll get some great shots as we drive back to the city. We had been trying to come to Skye for years, and we're so thankful we finally got a chance to do so. Skye is everything they say and more. It's one of the most beautiful places we've ever gone to. You know, some destinations are filled with tourists because it's the cool thing to do, and some are popular simply because it's naturally beautiful and stunning. And that's what Skye is. I'll always remember Skye, whether it's in beautiful sunny weather or in the rain. Skye is definitely a place you want to return to and will always be there for you.